Well, everybody, it's almost halftime anyway, and the Cleveland Browns found a way to give up the necessary touchdown to basically end the football game. Welcome to the Cleveland Browns halftime report, the halftime score. I see this play is under review. I don't know why it's under review. I'm not even watching this right now, except out of the corner of my eye. All I know is that Coleman's catch was not good, so that means the Ravens touchdown. We're going to take a look at this. I don't understand. Yeah, you're not going to be able to. I can't see whether that's a catch or not a catch from that angle. So here we go. This will be a better angle. And the ball is stripped before he hits the ground. But where is the ball? I don't know where the ball is. So you can't really see where the ball is. Touchdown, Ravens. So there you have it. Self-inflicted wounds, folks. They're all self-inflicted wounds. The Cleveland Browns don't, and I'm going to get into this in the meat of the halftime and post-game show. It's very obvious to me what the difference is between these two football teams, besides raw talent, which we accept going into the game, that we don't have as much talent as other NFL teams just because we've squandered so many draft pick opportunities. And believe me, anything that Hugh Jackson's in, he's going to come out in the losing end. Talking about a horrible record on challenges. Let's see what and it's a touchdown. Of course it is, because it always will be. The Browns losing 21-7 at the half. Now, here's my point about the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. The difference is the Ravens run plays. The Cleveland Browns draw up little figures in the dirt and make it up as they go along. I refuse to acknowledge that we come into a football game on their home turf against a team that had, 4 or 5 turnovers that they forced Cincinnati into, sacked the quarterback 5 times. I cannot believe that we come into this game with a game plan that doesn't start the young quarterback in a quick throw mode to give him some percentage passes, knowing that they're going to be bringing the dogs. And it doesn't matter which quarterback's playing. This is this ignoramus Hugh Jackson throw downfield offense. Why would you do this? Why would you jeopardize your own players? And when you see the Ravens start out and they're running, little quick patterns out to the tight end to get Flacco warmed up, and it's like Flacco's the rookie quarterback who's being protected by his coach, and our guy's getting thrown to the wolves. We drop back into the deep drop. He looks around, nobody's open. He gets hit and he gets hurt. Their guy goes back. There's an immediate option over the middle. He's throwing the ball, dart right over the middle or dart to the sideline, taking his 5-6 yard gains just to get into the flow of the game. We, on the other hand, are going backwards from the very start of the game. We don't run plays, and I don't understand it. It's really maddening, and this is a guy who's an offensive coordinator, and it makes no damn sense to me whatsoever. Here's another thing that really bothers the hell out of me. And we talk about, quitting, and there's a lot of ways to quit, I suppose. I'm going to say hi to some people in the chat room. Big Lurker UK, Jeff and Bama, how you doing? Kahuna Bone, hello. The famed guest 659, cut Brit now. Don't we all believe that now? And Elk, General Dog, Sundance, and Wable, amongst others, along the line watching the Moohead Radio Cleveland Browns halftime report. When you start out a game and twice your top pick, Jabril Peppers, catches a ball 1 yard deep in the end zone and takes a knee, what does that tell you? What does that tell you? That you're one of your dynamic playmakers, that you're afraid, that you're scared that you're going to start inside the 25-yard line because he catches it 1 yard deep in the end zone. I mean, let's be honest about this, folks. I mean, if that were Eric Metcalf, would you have him take a fucking knee? Oh, look at this. They got the onside kick almost. They're just trying to humiliate Cleveland at this point, And why not kick the ball to Jabril Peppers? He won't run it back anyway. It's amazing. You want to come out on your heels on the road, leave it up to Hugh Ignoramus Jackson, and he is an ignorant man. He's stupid. Look at him. He looks like a Cro-Magnon son of a bitch. I'm tired of these stupid head coaches. You come out, and your first touch of the ball is the guy who you claim is your dynamic kick returner, and not once but twice in a row he takes a knee on a ball that's kicked off 1 yard deep in the end zone. And you want to know what happens anyway? We get the ball on the 25-yard line, then Hugh Ignoramus Jackson goes into his deep drop passing offense. We get a holding call against idiot Sean Coleman, who shouldn't be playing, and we're back on the 15 any fucking way. It doesn't make any difference, does it, folks? Except if you let Peppers return the kick, you're trying to win. The other way, you're trying not to lose. And I thought we got rid of that fucking mentality. I thought we were through with that by now. To me, it is just unbelievable that you would start a game that way. Scared. We don't want to give a quarterback bad field position. And look where we've started. On the 9-yard line, on the 15-yard line. It doesn't matter. We don't start with good field position. And we don't make our own good field position, do we? I'm sick of it. I would fire Hugh Jackson right fucking now. I mean, fuck him. This is not what it's supposed to be. I'm so tired. And what kind of game management is it? It's not like Eric Mangini, where he managed the game into absolute submission. No, there's no game management because we put Kizer on the field and have him drop back 10 yards, 8 yards behind the line of scrimmage, look around at the receivers, Kenny fucking I can't get open Britt and all of his other guys. There's no one to throw to. And he gets hit, gets sacked. That's not game management. You know what game management is? It's having your guy take a knee 1 yard deep in the end zone and not trying to make a return play. And I wouldn't doubt if you asked Hugh Jackson that, he'd say, well, I was afraid we were going to get a hold or something. It's just this ignorant mentality. We can't run the football. So what does it matter? We try to run the football, we run into a pile of humanity, and it looks like a goddamn sex orgy, and our guy's on the bottom of the pile getting ass fucked. That's what it looks like to me. So we have to throw the ball anyway. You hand off, you lose a yard, it's 2nd 11, then it's 3rd and 8, and then it's sack or interception. Anybody here hear about migraines? All the things that have been written about DeShone Kizer. Do you remember anyone ever writing that he gets migraine headaches? Does he only get them on the road? Does he get them on Sundays? Is professional football or playing for the Cleveland Browns a migraine trigger for him? I don't know. All I know is, again, the wrong decision because Kessler isn't even on the roster today. And so it's Hogan and the guy with the migraine. So all they have to do is hit Hogan, who is not the strongest guy in the world, and he's not experienced. And if they hurt him, we got nobody to play quarterback. Congratulations to the Browns coaching staff for once again making the wrong decision. You remember that old bit they used to do at halftime? The right choice, AT&T, the right choice presents the right decisions made by a head coach. How about Cleveland Browns, the wrong decision brought to you by AT&T. And, it's like, and in this example, Hugh Jackson gets convinced by Corey Coleman that he caught a pass that he clearly didn't, and he throws the challenge flag. That's what we call the wrong choice. And I wasn't bitching like this week one because week one, there was a structure at least. There's no structure. We're playing backyard football. This is make it up as you go along shit. All of the Ravens' points have been self-inflicted wounds by the Cleveland Browns. You don't give your team a chance to play this way. I don't know. And then, you know, you've got Kevin Hogan, who has that Kelly Holcomb moment of success, and he decides he's fucking Fran Tarkenton now, and he's got the arm strength of Ben Roethlisberger, and I can run out of the pocket and throw across my body now because, you know, and into three men, and because I'm Kevin Hogan and I put up a touchdown. You know, all the talk in the world, you know, well, we tell our quarterbacks if they don't have anyone open to throw the ball away. Well, but it never happens, though, does it? The only time I ever saw a quarterback throw the ball away was Brandon Whedon because he's a fucking coward. That's why he threw the ball away, remember? I'm trapped under the flag. I'm trapped under the flag. You know, I can't breathe. God, I'm claustrophobic in a patriotic kind of way. You know, it's like, fuck that shit. You know, you have an opportunity, you get the ball back in field position, and all you have to do, first of all you have to do when he completes the pass to Rashard Higgins to get the first down is use one of your 2 timeouts. And instead, no, Hugh Jackson makes the wrong choice, like he always does. Why wouldn't you just stop the clock and compose an inexperienced quarterback? Instead, you put him up on the line, and what happens? Of course, Sean the idiot Coleman jumps off, and we have an illegal procedure, and now we have to use our timeout anyway to prevent ourselves from having a 10-second runoff. Brilliant stuff, isn't it? This is stuff that you can figure out, I can figure out, Corky from Life Goes On could figure out, Barron Trump could figure out, Donald Trump could figure out, Hillary Clinton could figure out, Nancy Pelosi could figure out, but our head coach doesn't know when he has 2 timeouts left and first down on the other team's 42-yard line. This really stinks. It stinks to high heaven. And there's no excuse. Look, if you have inexperienced players, I'll say the Hogan thing. Well, you know, he's inexperienced. He made a dumb play. Okay, fine. But how about the guy who's the head coach? Isn't he supposed to be smarter than this? Does this look like an offense that's even being practiced in any way, shape, or form? Does it look like there's any structure to what's going on? Or does it look like the quarterback holds onto the ball as long as he can, trying to heave it down the field as far as he can because we can't get open in the middle of the field? That's what it looks like to me. I don't know. I'm just, you know, you get to a point where you say to yourself, just sensible, you know? I would understand if it were 3rd down and 9 and we just handed the ball off just to protect the quarterback against this team. I would understand that. I get that. But that's not what we do. We put them right in the line of fire and get them killed. We get them killed. You know, and of course they run the draw play and get 37 yards at least to a touchdown, right? We make Harbaugh look like a fucking genius, and we just don't get the job done over and over and over. What can I tell you? I mean, there's no stats to look at in this game. There's no reason to even analyze the game. We didn't have a game plan that even gave us a chance. We're not getting any pressure on Flacco. 1 sack. 1 sack. And he's just rolling out and getting whatever the hell he wants. Whenever he rolls out wide, he gets whatever he wants. Always an open man on the flat, including the final, you know, touchdown here in the first half. Always somebody wide open for him. Timing pattern, he puts the ball right on the numbers. Our quarterback, Kizer, while he has his migraine headache, throws the ball to Duke Johnson as hard as he can. He winds up and he throws a Roger Clemens fastball from 6 yards away. The ball hits off his hands and it's intercepted on a one-handed interception by Weddle. That's really what it comes down to. You got to put the ball in the numbers in this league. You got to be an accurate thrower. And, I don't give a shit about a migraine headache. I don't give a shit about a migraine headache. We never heard about that up to this point. And do I believe he's having a migraine? Sure, I do. But, how many times is this going to hit and what's the trigger? Because everybody knows that migraines have patterns and triggers. Is it the loudness in the stadium that's bothering him? I don't know. No, this is not the last halftime show of the season. Team's a young team. I'm just pissed off that the coaching staff gives them no chance to win. I really don't think that even if Kizer didn't have a migraine headache, what chance is there to win when you go against a team that has Terrell Suggs and you have Sean Coleman try to block him? And you're going to drop the man back 8 yards to pass the football. What chance do you have? If you keep putting that quarterback in that situation over and over again, how is he going to learn anything except pain? I don't know. I just don't think that the coaching staff gives the team a chance to win. And what about Greg Williams? I mean, with the last call was a little disturbing that that a draw play can get 37 yards, but Buddy Calhoun took a horrible route toward him. And, number 26, and I'm not placing his name, our defensive back, missed the tackle close to the line of scrimmage. And that's the guy broke free. And I don't know where Buddy Calhoun was running. It looked like he was running for the tunnel for halftime because he was not running in the same direction as the running back. So I don't know. And yeah, the 30-yard deep safety is incredible. And then they throw the ball dead square over the middle to I'm rejuvenated, hallelujah, Ben Watson, who's caught 37 passes in the first half. So I don't know. I mean, sure, if I saw a guy in the middle of the field 25 yards off the line of scrimmage, I'd use the middle of the field. I don't know. It's as mystifying to me as it is to you, folks. All I know is the second half is going to begin right now, and I'm going to sit and watch it, and I'll be back after the game. Okay? I'll see you then. Thanks for putting up with me. Talk with you soon. Bye.